Welcome back from that commercial break. Thank you so much for tuning in to 3 Music TV. If you're watching us via Plus 89.9 FM as well, thank you so very much. Also, we come to you on Sky, Channel 7, on Sky 181, all the way in the UK, which is exciting. Now, mentioning the UK, I have a Ghanaian-born UK artist here with me this morning. She goes by the name Effs. We're going to be learning all about her, her upbringing, growing up, and then also lurching into the music industry. Hello, Effs.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks
too.
for
You
having
look
me.
so good.
Thank you, so do you.
Really,
I
really
absolutely
good.
love the hair.
Thank you. I like what you've done with your hair as well. Maybe you should just switch it up for a bit, right? I like it.
So I've got I'm very much into like avant-garde looks. So
okay.
I thought I would go for like a Betty Boop this morning.
Right. I understand that.
Betty Boop.
I understand. No, but it works. It
Yeah,
works. It looks really good. It looks really, really good.
Thank you so
anyway,
much.
You're welcome to Ghana.
Thank you so much.
How has Ghana been treating you so far?
So just to be clear, I do come to Ghana.
Yeah,
I was born in Ghana. Me a Ghanaian.
But you know, it's different all the time when you go and come back,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
changing
asking.
so dramatically all the time. So for me, the welcome is always like sincere, like. At the airport, it's quicker now. People are just used. So for me, we don't get all that headache. You know, people are always warm. You know, Ghana people, like, they're always just welcoming. And also, I don't feel like a stranger. I did grow up here. I was born here.
Right. Take us through that.
So, like, I believe I was born in police hospital. So I don't know. Someone shouldn't Google it and come and correct me. But I was born in the police hospital, born in Ghana, and you know, grew up for my formative years. So I actually went to school in Ghana as well.
Which schools did you go to?
I went to Ashmota Prep.
Okay.
I can't remember. My nursery, I think, was Mother Care.
Okay.
I don't remember where it is, but it was Mother Care. And then I grew up, and then I went to the primary school. I actually did a little bit of JSS as well.
Okay.
So I probably did like 2 or 3
at
days.
Ashmota Prep?
So I think they don't call it prep. So when you go to the JSS, they do call it like Motown, but it's not the... It's not the Motown like boarding, but it is a part of Achimota, the Motown element.
Right.
Okay. So I think I did a couple of days because at that time my parents then decided for us to move to England. So then I was we were carted off into a boarding school. So I did grow up in Ghana. Like, you know, I went class 1 to 6.
Okay.
I'm still in touch very much with my Ghana sort of friends back in school. I think I was on a...
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was on a WhatsApp group at some point. You know how WhatsApp groups get busy, then people don't chat and stuff. But I am into... And I think also a couple of people did move from Ghana to America or whatever. And we do try and keep in touch now and again.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Take us through how growing up for you was like.
It was an interesting childhood. I have a lot of brothers and sisters.
Okay, how many?
7. Okay. So it was always, you know, you always had somebody there, and it was always sort of fun, you know. So you're not playing on your own. There was always lots of different games, and you know, in Ghana, even if you don't have the toys, but you have lots of brothers and sisters, there's always like games.
There's always something happening.
Exactly. we found a way to manage ourselves, and. You know, I remember when we would do the paper mache game, like we would make like little donuts with like pieces of paper and then do the market kind of game. So it was fun. It was a good childhood. It was an interesting one, and probably, you know, like anyone, people have their unique families and unique sort of elements. But
which is okay.
Yeah, which is okay. This is part of life. But yeah, I think growing up, I have very fond memories of being in Ghana, like, being around the area that I was in, going to school, the school day, coming back, the Saturdays, you know, reggae, everybody doing the reggae in the Saturday morning stuff like that. So, yeah.
What would you say is that fondest memory that you have of your childhood, and then also that one thing that, you know, you picked up from your childhood that you've brought into adulthood? Because I believe that, you know, all of the time as adults, you know, it stems from somewhere.
That's
always,
a really good question.
Yeah, always comes from somewhere.
I have so many fond memories. What's the fondest memory? Probably me and my siblings, and like the, you know, sort of family gatherings, sort of parties at Christmas. Christmas was always hype because we have such a large family, and there were just so many different people to see. Whereas you know, when you're in England, it's very much, you know, people do love Christmas, but it's like you go to one person's house.
Right.
And probably because of the weather as well, you just stay in one place. You eat your food, you stay there, do some petty games and go home. But in Ghana, because of the weather and because of how large our family was, it was literally like...
And Ghanaians are warm.
So warm, and everyone's got a party, and you're invited to everyone's party, which is very different to England, where you've got to like kind of announce yourself and like you need to be an invited guest. So we would just go around different places. So we would start with the church day, which is always fun because, you know, we go to church, we do like the Jesus stuff, but then you come out and it's all about, we stand there for an hour sort of mixing with people, catching up. So I think that was always really cool because after church, it was just, you don't know whose house you're going to end up in, but you know it's going to be lit. You know you're going to have, you know, some serious food.
Right.
You know, all the things
delicious
that...
food
Yes,
as well.
and it's like carte blanche for like whatever dessert you want. There would be... I remember there was this friend, I think Togolese drink. It's in a can. I've forgotten what it's called.
Is it BB?
No,
BB
not
cocktail?
BB. It's cocktail de fruits, I think.
Yeah,
it's
that's
called.
it, BB cocktail.
Yes, because I have a lot
I know
of
that
family
drink too well.
Trust me. And you know, it's like really like, it was like a real treat. So, but Christmas, it's like everywhere.
Right.
And you can have as many as you like. There's no rationing. It's not like one per person, and whether you're being good or not. So it was really fun to like go around people's houses. The food was amazing. I think also because our family, you know, lots of family were from so many different parts. You know, from the north, even Togo related and stuff. So like you're looking at variety of food. Oh yeah, it was. Nice. Yeah, I think that's probably my fondest memory.
I am even, you know, getting flashbacks. I'm just of how my Christmas was. So you've properly explained that. Now that, you know, we have an idea that type of upbringing that you had. You know how we hear all the time that, oh, music started for me at 5 or when I was young. Like all the time, I feel like musicians always have, you know, a connection to music when they were really, really young. How did music start for you, Effs?
I don't think I'm going to break the stereotype. I think it's pretty much the same. It's for me as well. I think it's just with all art. I think with all artists, there is something within you. Like, you just recognize it. Probably when you're younger, there is no mechanism for sort of expressing what it is.
Right.
You know, you are either talking to your dolls because you're like, you know, you're probably like a movie film director. And, you know, for people, it's like, oh, what's this weird child doing talking to the dolls? But that's probably the mechanism for expressing. That's exactly what I mean. So for me, when you talk about memories as well, like we used to go to Ridge Church. And I don't know if there's still like a very standard church. I'm not really sort of familiar with like the church background now in Ghana, but I remember we had a Sunday school. And I don't know how many Sunday schools are still like rolling because now the pastors have taken over. But
I'm sure there are still Sunday schools.
Yeah, it was an amazing Sunday school. So we had like really, really good Sunday school and we would have like really fun Christian songs, very, very poppy, and we would do dance. Like our Sunday school teachers would even get into the whole dancing thing.
Right.
And I remember as far back as probably when I was like 5 or 6, singing This Little Light of Mine, and her being like, hold up now. You know, like she did. Because you sing at home and no one cares because they're so used to you.
Yeah.
At sing outside and suddenly people are like, hold up now. Like
they identify.
Yeah, like they're like, wow, you're really different. You really like music, and at that point, I think that was probably one of the first times I've sort of stood up in front of people officially and been the singer. Right. And even as young as when I was 5. So I think I can remember very early on writing songs as well, and probably at the time again because I'm so young. I'm not necessarily going to write lyrics in a book officially, but it's like you play around in your head.
What happened to all of those songs that you wrote when you were little?
Girl, listen, our family, we probably, when we were younger, and this is songwriting, we had a song like, I would tell mommy, I would tell mommy. Like if somebody did something naughty, we would gang up on them. We'd be like, okay, we're gonna get you. So it's I would tell mommy, I would tell daddy. Okay. And that is, that's how fun it was. And that's, that's probably an expression of songwriting as well. Right. And probably my family members are probably just as singer-songwriterish as me, but they probably just haven't followed it through. So you're the only one who has followed it through till now? Yes, I'm the only one who is currently officially like doing music. But again, like my father is super creative. and, you know, from a very musical kind of background, and, you know, he loved music, he loved the piano, and probably my first encounter with like even global music, like Andrea Bocelli,
right,
and all these other stars was, you know, through like looking through my dad's CD collection.
right.
I don't know if your parents had like the
CD
stack of
collections,
CDs
yes,
back in the day.
My mom did.
Like
yes.
stack of CDs. Like
it was even cassettes at the time, right? So
honestly,
then they moved from cassettes.
That's
to,
what yeah. So my
CD.
dad he just had stacks and stacks, and I would go through them. And he was very, very enlightened when it comes to music. So again, that was another sort of contribution, because I'm not just listening to the, you know, the typical stuff or whatever, like Daddy Lumba or Kojo Intri and stuff, which is also really good. But I did have sort of the exposure to people like Andrea Bocelli, like I talked.
So exposure beyond your African community, or the
beyond
Ghanaian community.
Yes, exactly, beyond like my nuclear environment. So it did kind of, I was singing Italian music as young as like 8. Yeah, like and even some of my Italian friends would be like, how do you even know this song? Like, people in Italy don't even know this song, because I would be going through these CDs, and then I would, you know, I would nick them. I would steal one and go and sit in my bedroom and listen
to it.
Yeah. So
now you mentioned that you started music, or you started writing in your head at the age of 5, right?
Yeah.
A little birdie also said to me that you started playing the piano as well at a really young age.
At a really young age.
How did that also come about?
So that is, and again, that's my father's influence. So like he was very much into, you know, music and even like the classical side of things. So funnily enough, I wasn't that passionate about piano at the time. And this is what I'll say, guys. If you really want to get your kids into an instrument or into music, you need to get a teacher who they like and a teacher who likes them.
Right.
Because it's the same thing, even like with French. I remember when I was in Ghana, I was the person sitting at the back in class in French, right? And then
I think a lot of younger children didn't like French.
I could not stand my teacher. He just annoyed. Like, we just did, So I did start at a very young age, but I actually didn't really find my piano creativity till, you know, much later. When I think as an older person, you kind of understand where you want to lean to instrumentally.
So at what age was that?
I think that was probably in boarding school, where, you know, I had a very close community of friends from Asia, like predominantly Hong Kong and China, and a lot of them grew up sort of playing instruments. It's a cultural thing. Like, everybody has to play an instrument, and most of the time they go for the piano. And you know, the Chinese pop sort of sound as well. The piano pop sounds are amazing. So I just fell in love with it. And then I decided, I really want to just pick up piano again. So although I did play classically at a very young age, my sister, incredible. She was really the star of the family when it comes to piano. I really wasn't, until much later. Then I discovered this could actually sort of help my songwriting. That's when I just, you know, I'm on it all the time.
Okay. Now, how long has it been since you decided to, you know, take music seriously and then make it a career?
This is a really good question. So, technically, when you say seriously, there's seriously and there's...
So explain the different types of seriously for you.
So for me, I've always been serious about music. Serious to me does not necessarily imply a money-making capability.
Right.
Okay. You will have people who are homeless on the street and they are making music seriously. I wouldn't consider them any less seriously than an Alicia Keys or something, because they're not making money. At what point did I decide I might like to make some money out of this? Probably when I was in London during, like, you know, probably around 2010, 11. And I was on the scene. I had a couple of friends on the scene. I think Niger Afrobeat was also picking up. The Davido type of guys, you know, were sort of blowing up. We had people like Nato C. I think Tiwa Savage was, you know, that was
there as well.
I don't like Kere Love. So it was, I think that's when the people I used to hang around with in London, you know, a lot of creative musicians, they were expressing themselves. They were going to the studio. So I started as well. I also got in touch with a guy called Irvin Smith, who I just bumped into in Brixton. And he happened to manage this show called Poetry in Motion in London. It was pretty popular on the urban scene. And they had like a live music session. And he and I just hit it off. he heard me singing randomly in some chicken shop. I don't typically go to. Please do not.
What's a chicken shop?
So a chicken shop is like, so in London, you know, we love fried chicken. And we're not going to say we do it as good as like Texas or, you know, the American Popeyes or whatever. But it's very, very typical, especially back in the day.
Okay.
So it's a kind of low down, dirty, greasy kind of shop.
Right.
It's not your posh chicken. It's not your, you know, it's a kind of chicken and chips sort of shop.
Fast food.
Yeah, fast food. I get that. So I was hanging around Brixton, very sort of trendy, urban music, creative area as well. And then I would go then, you know, sort of making a headache out of, you know, myself, like going like, you know, sort of meeting people. I was, you know, sort of bubbly. It's a Saturday, I'm having a good time. And this guy was like, hold up, like I really like very American guy, very, very tall, very American. It's like, do you sing? And I was like, well, I'm singing. And then he was like, hey, come see me. You know, he lived in Kilburn or something. And then he said, come see me, give me his card. And I didn't really think much of it. But then I went to meet him, and he knows people like Russell Simmons. You know, he's sort of got links to Def Jam Poetry. And he said, come play with my band. And they were really fun guys. I remember one of the Polish piano players. We just hit it off. We were just fun. Everybody wants to have a good time. And, you know, we went and just did a rehearsal. And I remember just sort of improvising. So a lot of the time, you know, I would like to consider myself a more sort of, I lean towards more the live music scene. Okay. So I'm not I don't like polished all the time. I like to just go with the flow. Okay. And we just hit it off because I went there and I just improvised the song. Okay. And they were like, we love this. We can work with it. And I just hyped the crowd. So it's like, come tonight. And that's how it started.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So 2010, 2011, 13 years down the line, you've been doing the live performances and all of that.
I've done a lot of that.
But you're yet to release your single, which I'm looking forward to hearing, right? It's coming December 12th. Yeah. Right, so just, you know, take me through the creation of that song, the title of the song, and then how are you feeling? Because you've been in the industry for over a little while.
Yes, for a little while.
For over a decade, not doing it front and center like you decided to do it now. So just take me through the creation of the song, the title of the song. What else should we expect after the 12th of December when the single is released?
Okay. So most importantly, the single is called I Like That. Okay. It's for me, it's a very sexy, get your sexy on, get your fantasy on. It's kind of an electro pop piano. It's electro pop piano, like it's electro pop. So it's produced by Ghana's iconic Richie Mensah, who is a very good friend. He's an amazing sort of like musical genius.
He is.
Yeah, very, very. Pretty much a genius. Not even musical. I'll just say genius. Let's not categorize it. It's being released on the 12th of December on all platforms. So, you know, do go download it. It's a sexy feeling song. It's, you know, when I think about it, it reminds me of Ibiza, you know, back in the party days, Ibiza sort of in your bikini, you know, getting your party on. I think it's very, it belongs quite nicely in today's era. You know, we're on the piano thing now. Like, you know, it's party. It's always feel good. It's always fun.
And it's December, so why not drop a party jam?
Dirty December, Nigeria, all of that. So it's a big time party jam, but it's a sexy party jam. Okay. Yeah. What is it about? It's about, you know, having the luxury of feeling good. It's about the privilege and the luxury of feeling good and being that confident woman.
And eventually looking good, right?
Exactly.
Because everything comes together.
Exactly. And asking for what you want. So the headline chorus says, play me like your favorite song. Come on, baby, turn me on. So
can you sing? No, wait. Now, you know, this one, you brought yourself.
So I just literally dropped myself in it.
Yeah, just sing a bit of it for me. Sure. Even if you just do the chorus.
Okay. So it's, play me like your favorite song. Come on, baby, turn me on. Come on, baby, give me what I like. Rat-a-tat, baby, I like that. I like that. Okay. I like that. Rat-a-tat, baby. Now you have to sing with me. I'm saying rat-a-tat. Rat-a-tat, baby. You have to sing with me. If you drop me in it, we are going to do it together. Okay.
Let me clear my throat.
So the first line.
Let me clear my throat. Good. Okay, let's go.
Play me like your favorite song.
Play me like your favorite song. So it goes,
play me like your favorite song. Let's go together. Play me like your favorite song. Girl, you have to give me a little bit of, give me Not falsetto.
See, let me tell you something. My voice is for talking.
No.
I know one here.
Okay, give me Nina Simone. Play me like a favorite song. Go down if you need to.
I don't like this song.
No.
Lessons.
She dropped me in there. I'm dropping her back.
Let's go.
Okay. Play me like your favorite song. Good. Come on, baby, turn me on. And you have to do the...
baby, turn me on.
No.
Ha!
No one is turning you on
my
like that.
Lord and my God.
Nobody is being turned on like
let's
that.
Go.
Come on, baby, turn me on.
Okay.
And give it a bit of...
Okay.
Come on, baby, turn me on. Let's go.
Come on, baby, turn me on.
Let's do it together. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we start from the top.
Okay.
Good. Play me like your favorite song. Come on, baby, turn me on. Good. I don't need backing again. You're my backing.
You're backing.
Yeah, you're my backing.
I mean, I was still easing into it, but yeah, I just like to say that I was asking Abiana a few weeks ago when she came here that will she give me voice training, right? Because I know I have a good talking voice. Yeah. For my singing voice, some people say it's nice, some people say it's not. So I want to put my people on the spot, right?
Okay.
Cyril and Chantel. Can you do what I just did? Play me like your favorite song.
Yeah, hello.
Deviation tactics, Abemu.
Yeah.
Play me like your favorite song. Come on, baby, turn me on.
Yes.
Go.
Come on, baby, turn me on.
Yes.
Cyril,
I used to sing. I used to sing in the choir. I used to sing in my school choir.
Yeah.
Cyril,
She has had a head start.
Yeah.
Cyril, let's go. Play me like your favorite song. Come on, baby, turn me on.
Play me like your favorite song.
Woo!
Baby, can you turn me on?
Yes! We are liking it. Listen. Do you remember when Obama sang that song, like he came the Al Green? That's what I'm getting those vibes. Yeah.
Please, can you employ us as your BVs?
Listen, I'm going to be real, and I love you, but I want him on my team.
Wow.
I want him on my team.
Chantel, she
Let's
just
be
dropped
real.
us and picked.
The viewers will tell you that voice is...
He's a rapper. He's a rapper.
No be small voice.
He's a rapper, so it makes sense.
No be voice.
It's okay.
No, it was good. It was good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Cyril and Chantel. Bye.
Why are you sucking us?
Effs. Anyway, it's good to hear a few lyrics from the song.
Yeah.
I like that, right?
Yes,
that's coming 12th December.
12th December.
As we've already mentioned.
Platforms. Yeah,
Right.
follow me on Instagram as well, official Effs. So I know a lot of people are going to start calling me official Effs. But there's so many Effs and Fs and FA and all of that. So
her Fs is actually short form of FIA. So speaking to her before the conversation, I was like, I like how she's been able to, shorten it. It stands out. Yeah. So that's a nice way to start out. Yeah. Also that your name will get stuck, in people's heads. So it's a really, really nice thing to see.
It is my real name as well. Like people in my life actually do call me F.
So that's really nice. But what are you looking forward to? Obviously,
Everything.
because you commute UK and then Ghana, right? How are you looking forward to also bring people on board? How I'm asking this is also because then we need to know your fan base. How are you going to be growing your fan base?
Absolutely.
Promo, making the Effs brand well known, even beyond the Ghanaian and UK community.
So even in the UK, you do not understand how many people have begged me to come and sing at these shows, come and do this properly.
Okay.
And so for me, it's all about, right now I'm working with a team. So when you and let me just allude to the earlier point about sort of seriously and unseriously.
Right.
So again, music is always serious. People who we love music, it's not necessarily money. We just it's a spiritual vibe.
It's a passion.
Yes. But the seriously comes when you suddenly have a team.
Okay.
And I have a fantastic team behind me. I have supporters, I have family who supported me. But now it's more formal. It's more structured. So we're working with, Media, who have been absolutely impressive, excellent. To sort of leverage off the connectivity of the music industry. And as you well know, now we are in a global space.
Yes,
the world does not belong to anybody. Visa system does not apply.
It doesn't work as well.
Please
anymore.
leave your visa systems at home. So I think the music world now globally, you know, Africa certainly has stood up. You know, when they say Africa stand up, Africa has stood up and shown the world what it's able to deliver. And there's just so much sort of welcome and so much need now for us to, you know, in the diaspora, really to connect to each other. So that's what I'm doing. We'll be putting up a series or a schedule where people can then find where we will be, Manchester, Leeds, London, you know.
How about Ghana?
Ghana, absolutely.
Right.
So for me, I expect to be in Ghana almost every month now.
Oh,
absolutely.
Wow.
I want Ghanaian people to give me a chance to get to know me, and I want to give them also the chance by, you know, being there for them,
being present,
for them. You know, ask me questions, get to know me, come and get hints and tips, advice, give me advice. You know, so I think very much I'm, you know, ready for that sort of level of interaction. Yeah,
that's great. Like once you're ready to avail yourself,
absolutely.
Yeah, more like saying to the industry, I am here. I'm ready. So yeah, use me, and then let me also use you.
I did for you.
So yeah, I always say that it's an ecosystem, so it makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely,
And I like that.
It's symbiotic.
I like how you put that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Music
like how you
symbiotic.
put that. Are you looking to working with any Ghanaian musician anytime soon?
All of them.
Can you name drop a few? Okay, let's say name drop 5.
Oh, so, I mean, I they are all so unique. And because I feel like I'm a very sort of diverse person, just in general, I think I can really merge with anyone.
Anybody.
I think I will always make magic wherever I go. That's just me. I will always...
Energy.
No, seriously,
I like it.
Anyone who knows me, London scene, wherever I've performed, I will make magic because, again, it's a spiritual thing.
Right.
Yeah, there's a spiritual connection between musical artists. Who would I love the chance to work with?
Just name your 5 for me.
I love Jackie.
Okay.
Actually, you know, we're performing tonight at the Woods and we're doing one of Jackie's songs. I want to pay homage, you know, and again, and I think one of my team guys said, you know, I don't, you know, are you sure you want to do Jackie? You don't want people to think it's a competition. And I said to him,
there's no competition.
When we sing Whitney, are we saying we are Whitney? Ain't nobody being Whitney.
Right.
Nobody is Whitney.
I like the mentality.
Listen, we are paying homage. We always pay homage to American artists. We pay homage to Adele. We pay, you know, it is time to pay homage to our own. Jackie is friggin' amazing. To exist in the space she has for as long as she has and take it to the diaspora as well.
Right.
I love it. And I love My Monday for You.
Okay.
You know,
is that the song you're performing?
Yeah, so we're doing our own version of it. But again, paying homage. She's friggin' incredible. So and I love the way she's directed her music as well. Right. So yeah, if I was looking at a Ghanaian artist, I also love Maya Blue. Okay. She's my sweetheart. She's my dear, loving sweetheart. I just love her. She's so sexy and gorgeous.
You know what? I think that it will be easier to look forward to. Like it will happen faster.
Yeah.
An Effs Maya Blue joint because you know you're already working. With Richie,
we're good friends. We're good friends. I just liked her energy. I liked her vibe. She's very youthful. She's very fun. She's very positive, and that's. I like positive vibe. Yeah, we know they want bad minds. Okay,
okay, that's nice. Yeah. Well, Effs, all I can say to you is Ghana's industry is ready. I feel like the industry needs more female musicians, and so it's nice, it's right? It's time. Yeah. We have so many of the men, right? So we need more women. So all we can also do is rally behind everyone who decides to do this music thing, especially being female, and then support them wholeheartedly. So again, welcome into the industry.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome into the industry and
welcome.
Best of luck.
Thank
and
you
then
so much.
I'll be looking forward to the song on the 12th of December. And best of luck with your Woods performance tonight as well. So yes, you go out there, do great, blow up, soar, shine, and be better.
Thank you. We'll
You're
keep
welcome.
in touch.
Sure,
Follow
definitely.
us on Instagram for further information about the events that we're going to be being a part of and holding, etc. There's lots of exciting things coming up, so it's worth your while.
Thank you so much, Effs. So we've had Effs on the conversation. She goes by the name Effia, shortened to Effs. So when you see her in town, just call her Effs. This has been Unpacking. My name is Lenny Lamote, your international TV and radio presenter living in Ghana at the moment. See you.